Whoever you want out of this place, right?
If I want to.
You can just walk in and kick anybody?
If I want to. Nobody cares that your wife is pregnant. Nobody cares.
Yeah, evidently you did because you thought you could go yell at her and get away with it.
Nobody cares that your children got kicked out. No one cares.
Yeah. You just come in here and just kick out whoever you want out?
I can if I want to. I run something.
Unless you want to find yourself in the back of my car, give me your ID.
Open up! Police!
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. How about
Were you the guy that kicked out 2 girls and a bunch of kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You don't raise your voice to girls, a pregnant woman, and a bunch of kids.
Look.
No, there's no look. There's no look.
I will call the sheriff's department.
Call him then. What are you gonna do? You yelled at a bunch of women and kids? Feel like a man? Yeah, call them. Let them know. Let them know that you're harassing women and children at this establishment. They did nothing wrong.
Yeah, come get a sheriff's deputy down to campaign, and I have some reports. So come over and harassing me after they just keep on the property.
Yeah, call them.
I'm directly in front of campaign. The one with the campaign is on over. No, the other side. You know, you just leave our roads. I work for the Spartan Security. Yes, ma'am, and I want all of them trespassers. I know 3 in a group of kids, and this man right here is
Ironic. That's ironic, harassing you. My wife and kids are doing nothing, and you're gonna come and fuck with them. But they're harassing you? Hilarious.
She wanted to run her mouth at me, so I told her she could leave. And I guess she said,
Yeah, a little power trip. You gotta run out women and yell at women and kids.
you went that way until the police got here?
I'm over right here.
Because you don't intimidate me, you don't scare me.
I ain't trying to intimidate and scare you. You try to intimidate and scare women and children, though. That's what you did.
Look, I have final say. If I don't want them in here, they can look at me.
You don't have to harass women and children. They were doing nothing to you. They were doing nothing to nobody. This mall's empty.
You do not know the situation. You do not know.
Yes, I do. My wife told me the situation.
Okay, cool.
They were playing, doing nothing wrong.
I can tell him that the sky is pink. Doesn't make.
You can just come in here and just kick out whoever you want out?
I can if I want to.
That's how it works. Just kick whoever you want out, no matter what.
You know, I had a reason for kicking them out. She wants to run her mouth so she'll get kicked out.
Why, you were yelling at her as she was walking out? They were leaving, weren't they? And you were yelling at them as they were leaving.
I told her to leave.
Why? Wait. You told her to leave. Hold on. You told her to leave because you just felt like it, right? You could kick whoever you want to kick out of this mall? Must be nice thinking you run the mall. You're just security.
Hey.
You don't own this mall.
If I tell them to leave, they leave. So I mean.
Oh, you just get to tell whoever you want to leave.
I run something.
Yeah. Security. That's all. Mall cop. That's it.
Oh, so
That's all you are. You're not over here. You ain't anything high.
you got me.
You ain't nothing.
You got me.
You a little security job.
And you're something standing here yelling at me.
Yeah, I'm suing you up for yelling at my wife and my pregnant wife and my children.
Nobody cares that your wife is pregnant. Nobody cares.
Yeah, evidently you did because you thought you could go yell at her and get away with it.
Nobody cares that your children got kicked out. No one cares.
Yeah, I do. That's what that matters.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter to you, mall cop.
My word is fine.
Nobody.
Okay, mall cop. They're
Call the real cops over here. Let them go over here. We'll sort them out. Why don't you go wait in your car where the real cops come? I'm done talking. You're talking to real cops. Go away. I'm talking to real cops. Go away, mall cop. How you doing?
Okay, first of all, drop the attitude. Okay? Don't even, because he wants you trespassed. So I need your ID first of all.
ID, did I do anything illegal?
I need your ID. He wants you trespassed. As soon as we have this conversation, you're going to leave the mall property and you're not coming back.
That's fine. Can I have paperwork on that?
So, you can give me your ID.
Did I do anything illegal? It's a question, though.
You can give me your ID first of all.
Can I answer the question? Did I do anything illegal? I'll give you my ID if I did something illegal.
Okay. We haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
Okay, but did I do anything illegal?
So, we're going to figure that out. But right now, I need your ID.
What if I did something illegal? I'll give it to you. But I've been doing it illegal. Do I need to give you my ID?
I'm on a call that I was dispatched you're involved in. By state law, you have to take and give your ID.
The following states or territories have no statutes that require identifying oneself to law enforcement. And as we see, Kentucky is first on the list. Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy. This entire incident starts at a place called Camp Landing in Ashland, Kentucky. This is a place where you can go and enjoy a nice, peaceful time with you, your wife, and your children. But yet, Camp Landing hires security guards who clearly state on camera he doesn't care about your kids or your pregnant wife who's about to have your kid. Why would a place hire a security guard like this? Well, I'll tell you from personal experience. Now, this isn't every security guard, but many security guards I've come across. They're very bold because they know if they call the police, in most cases, the cops will have their back. And that's exactly what happened in this situation. Security guard calls the cops show up, violate the rights of a citizen, force him to ID, although no crime has been committed. This is ridiculous. It has to end at some point. Let's continue.
This is not up for discussion. Unless you want to find yourself in the back of my car, give me your ID.
On the risk of arrest, I'll give you my ID, okay?
Go over there and talk to him and see.
On the risk of arrest, here's my ID. Ridiculous.
Come here.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your side of the story?
My wife comes home, this guy's yelling. My wife comes home, says this guy yelled at her. I said,
Okay.
sure. I said, sure, whatever. And she goes, listen, he's yelling out loud. We went to the mall to go complain about, no, we went to the movies to complain about the guy yelling.
Okay.
Guy follows us to the movies. Says us get out of the movies.
Okay.
And I said, what? What do you mean? She goes,
You talking about this guy here?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the exact guy.
Okay.
He said to come over here that you know, to get out the movies, all this stuff. So she comes home to me. She tells me this. As I'm telling me this, I can hear my kids in the background going, the mean young man's yelling, screaming and yelling. I'm sitting here. I finally come back here. I approach him. I go, hey, listen, what's going on? He starts going, oh, you, it's not what you think. Listen, you yelled at a woman and kids. Come on. She was doing nothing. The kids were doing nothing. You just wanted to yell and kick them out. Then we're outside. I'm waiting by that bench. He's in his car. He gets out his car, comes over to me, and starts saying I can kick who I want to kick out the more. Then he slowly changes it to, well, with due reason.
Okay.
That's the long and short of the whole story.
Okay. All right. Here's what you're going to have to do. You and your wife are going to come out here during business hours. Okay. And I would suggest call, because as of right now, your wife isn't here, so I can't trespass her.
It's fine.
You're going to be trespassed because that's what security wants.
It's fine.
Okay. What I would suggest take and do is call, talk to whoever the general manager is here or whoever's over, because I have no idea who's over this anymore. Okay. However, talk to them, explain the situation that happened tonight, and see what, if anything, can be done to resolve the issue. Okay. What he's telling us is I guess when your wife and kids were out here, there's a ride in there, and I guess all three of the kids were on it. Supposedly he asked them to get off, and it upset your wife because I guess it's not built for three. I wasn't here for that. I don't know. It's been long enough that apparently your wife's went home and you've come back out.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, the only reason you got the attitude that you did whenever we first showed up is because when I stepped out of the car, the way that you were yelling, carrying on, okay, I want to know who I'm dealing with when you're in that state of mind, okay? And by law, if I'm dealing with you and I ask for your ID, you have to give me your ID. It doesn't mean you're under arrest or you're in trouble, okay?
Yeah, so I'm not trying to overrule you on anything, I promise you. But unless it's a stop and ask state, you're not.
Okay, well...
or unless I'm being convicted of a crime or I committed a crime or I'm in the process of committing a crime.
I'm investigating,
right.
Okay? So, yeah, you do have to, okay? It's just like a traffic stop. You do have to, okay? We're not going to discuss it here. We're not going to...
Fine.
But you're trespassed from this point on from this property. If you come back on this property, you will be arrested. Do you understand that?
Understand, 100%.
Okay.
Can I have paperwork for that?
So, you have to talk to your general manager. We don't carry paperwork. We don't have paperwork. What it'll be recorded on is the dispatch CAD. Okay? So, as soon as I'm done with you, I'm going to tell my dispatcher that you are, since I ran your ID, that you're trespassed and it'll be on record at the Boyd County 911.
Okay. Would I be able to contact them to get that paperwork?
You might be able to talk to them during business hours also, okay?
Is this Boyd County Sheriff?
No, it's the 911 center is where it's located at, okay? Here's your ID back. You can leave the property.
Okay, what's your name and badge number? Just for the
Deputy
record?
Nance, 218.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And, sir, just because you were here, what's your name and badge number?
Deputy Audit's 239.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
The link to the full video is down below. Make sure you go over and watch it. Remember, always know your rights, because as we see, it seems like the cops never know your rights. So therefore, the only person who's going to be able to protect your rights is you. Make sure you know them. With that being said, We the People University, signing off. All right, guys, if you're looking for the perfect tool to make sure your rights are never violated, to place the law in your pocket so when you deal with tyrants, you will know what to say and what to do, head over to the Apple or the Android store and download Cancel Tyranny. Make sure you know what to do when you deal with police. Get the app today.